A loud crash rocks Quahog, and in a blink, someone familiar is gone, erased like they were never part of the Griffin world. Family Guy often drops characters, but some disappearances feel different, tied to real events, abandoned stories, or hidden choices. Today we're opening 6 missing person files on characters who vanished overnight, leaving questions that still haunt the show. Join me, file by file, through their last appearances, fan theories, behind the scene whispers, and dark verdicts. Something eerie moves in Quahog's shadows. Who could disappear next? Missing person file number 1. Patrick Petersmith. In Season 4's gripping episode 17, The Fat Guy Strangler, Lois's long-lost brother Patrick bursts onto the screen, escaping from a mental institution with a shocking secret. The episode shows him as dangerous, targeting the overweight due to childhood trauma involving Jackie Gleason and his mother. He's quickly subdued, sent back to care, and only appears once more at a family gathering. Then, nothing. No follow-ups, no mentions, no trace in the Petersmith family tree. Patrick disappears from Quahog as if he was never there at all. Fans have been buzzing for years. Some think he slipped away into Quahog's shadows, still acting on his dark obsessions. Others imagine Stewie erased him from memory, covering up family secrets we'll never know. Behind the scenes, production whispers hint that Seth MacFarlane's team dropped Patrick after the initial shock value wore off. The crazy relative concept clashed with the increasingly absurd tone of the show, and Robert Downey Jr.'s guest role was never meant to be permanent. Budget limits may have also played a part, but Patrick's story doesn't truly end. In a darker sense, his fractured mind became woven into Quahog itself. His impulses linger, surfacing in random cutaways, tiny acts of cruelty, and the weird little chaos that peppers the town. Ever unseen, he whispers judgment, feeding the undercurrent of Quahog's twisted humor, long after he vanished. Missing person file number 2. Retep Neferg. In Season 12's chaotic episode 19, Meg Stinks, Peter loses his hand in a bizarre car accident, only for it to regenerate into Retep Neferg, a fully formed, purely malevolent clone. From the start, he's trouble, slinking through Quahog causing chaos, committing off-screen murders and lurking in the shadows with his signature green shirt. He crosses paths with Peter a few times, creating tension and dark humor, and then he vanishes. No explanations or callbacks, just a ghostly absence, leaving fans asking what became of this mirror image menace. Rumors have been swirling. Some think Retep merged back into Peter during a blackout, unlocking the darker, reckless side we sometimes see. Others imagine him quietly building an off-screen army of clones, scheming for a hidden return. Behind the scenes, whispers say the writers dropped him because his story felt too strange and complex for the usual weekly chaos. They wanted a horror twist, but test screenings found him unsettling for family viewers. No conflicts with the voice actor, just a creative decision to focus on faster, simpler gags that fit the show's rhythm. Retep's disappearance doesn't mean he's gone. In a dark twist, he merged with Peter's shadow, appearing in reflections, mirrors, and glimpses of rage. Every reckless act, every self-destructive impulse Peter shows carries Retep's influence. He's the invisible doppelganger, whispering from the dark side, ensuring Peter's path is as chaotic as the clone he left behind. Missing person file number 3. Jillian Russell Wilcox. Jillian Russell Wilcox first bounced into our lives back in Season 5 as Brian's sweet, bubbly, and gloriously clueless girlfriend. Voiced by Drew Barrymore, she brought sunshine and silly one-liners for a solid run through Seasons 5 to 7, even getting engaged to Brian before marrying someone else. Years later in Season 16's Follow the Money, she pops up again, this time as a cheerful barista, handing out coffee with that familiar vacant smile and a quick quip. For a second, it feels like she's truly back, maybe teasing an old spark or just some harmless fun. There's even a tiny nod in Season 21 when Brian mentions still following her on Instagram, and then nothing. No comeback, no drama, no wedding crash. She quietly fades from Brian's chaotic love life. leaving an odd little void where her lightness used to shine. Fans love to whisper theories. Some joke Stewie's jealousy led to a secret ray gun accident that erased her completely. Others imagine she wandered into a happier parallel Quahog and never looked back. In reality, Drew Barrymore's packed schedule made returns complicated. Her original arc felt complete with Brian's supposed growth, and the writers reportedly decided the dumb blonde trope had run its course, clearing space for sharper, edgier voices like Preston. Still, Jillian never really leaves. In a quiet digital way, she lingers like a forgotten notification, haunting Brian's feeds, twisting memories of romance, subtly filtering every swipe and heartbreak. She's the unseen glitch in Quahog's online haze, dimming the town's cheer with a soft, spectral echo long after her last smile. Missing Person File Number 4. Kevin Swanson. Kevin Swanson was introduced early on as Joe and Bonnie's athletic, all-American son, brave, principled, and full of promise in episodes like Season 2's A Hero Sits Next Door, and Season 4's Ready, Willing, and Disabled. Then abruptly between Seasons 4 and 5, the family mentions he died in Iraq, and just like that, he's mourned and written off for years. In Season 10, Episode 23, Internal Affairs, Kevin shocks everyone by walking back into Quahog alive. He reveals he faked his death to escape the trauma of war, hid out for years, and finally came home. Joe gets a heartfelt reunion, the family embraces him, and it feels like a genuine comeback. Yet after that emotional Season 10 return, Kevin barely registers again. A few silent background shots at gatherings, no lines, no real storylines exploring his PTSD or reintegration. He simply fades back into obscurity. Fans wonder why the writers revived him for one big moment only to sideline him. Perhaps the heavy war themes didn't fit the show's cutaway chaos, or they couldn't find a lasting comedic role. Still, Kevin's quiet scars linger in Quahog's veteran jokes and buried pain, a subtle reminder that some absences never fully heal. Missing Person File Number 5. Jake Tucker. Jake Tucker, Tom Tucker's son with the infamous upside-down face, debuted early in Season 1's Brain Portrait of Dog, instantly becoming one of Family Guy's most memorable visual gags. But after that, he vanished. A quick nod in Season 23's Dog is My Co-Pilot hints he's alive somewhere, but for all practical purposes, he's invisible in Quahog's daily life. No more, just a lingering absence that leaves viewers asking, what happened to Jake? Whispers swirl around Quahog about Jake's fate. Some suggest Jake slipped into a parallel dimension, where his face righted itself, hiding him from this reality. Others think therapy from Dr. Hartman or secret experiments pulled him off screen. Behind the scenes, the production angle was simpler. His deformity gag wore thin amid rising sensitivity concerns of the 2020s. By 2026, the writers quietly phased him out to make space for fresher newsroom stories. Rumors also say voice actor Seth Green's busy schedule on shows like Robot Chicken limited his availability, reinforcing the decision. Jake's disappearance haunts Quahog in subtle, surreal ways. His inverted gaze lingers in reflections, mirrors, and quick glimpses in the background. He becomes a reversed revenant, warping reality itself. Every glance at a mirror, every off-kilter shot of the town, carries his silent curse. Eternal disorientation creeping through Quahog, a phantom of twisted perspective that can't be ignored. Missing Person File Number 6. Angela. Angela stormed in with the episode Jungle Love in Season 4, Peter's overbearing boss at the Pawtucket Brewery. Had a reputation for wild schemes fueled by a secret crush on Peter and a bizarre obsession with cats. She orchestrated chaotic pranks, flirted dangerously with office power, and even faked her own death in one episode. After Carrie Fisher's real-life passing in 2016, the character quietly disappeared. Angela simply vanished from the Griffin universe, leaving her desk empty and her presence a memory. People can't stop piecing it together. Some believe she retired to a hidden cat-filled lair, plotting corporate revenge from the shadows. Others suggest she merged with Peter's nightmarish work visions, haunting him unseen. Behind the scenes, Fisher's death made recasting sensitive. The writers reportedly retired Angela to honor Carrie, avoiding awkward or disrespectful replacements amid the show's crude humor. Production whispers also point to simplifying the brewery staff dynamics, keeping storylines lean and easier to manage. Angela's influence never truly left. Her obsession, her power, her quirks somehow persist in the brewery's empty spaces. Every mismanaged project, every accidental office mishap echoes her ghostly presence. She's the spectral supervisor, haunting cubicles, her laughter lingering in the walls. Angela's departure is more than absence. It's eternal torment. Her shadow looms over Peter's workplace, a chilling reminder that some characters never fully leave Quahog. 6 characters, 6 disappearances, all wiped from Quahog for reasons far darker than the jokes on screen. Which disappearance shook you the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you crave deep dives into animation's hidden darkness, and subscribe to uncover more forgotten secrets of your favorite shows. This timeline never forgets, and neither should you.